This feather top has a hidden feature that most people would never notice. The feathers are detachable. Hi everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. A beautiful mug that matches my top and feathers. What more could I want for this morning? Yeah, and coffee is so delicious. So, today I'm going to talk about this designer-inspired feather top that I made and why I made the feathers detachable. And I'm going to show you how I love to wear it 3 ways. And also, we're going to have 2 subscribers that sent in their creations this week to highlight on my channel, and you're going to love what they made. They are so inspiring, so beautiful. And I'm going to show you the idea behind this concept. These detachable feathers that I used with these Velcro tabs. These wonderful Velcro tabs. Now I got to find them in here. See, you can't even find the Velcro in here because it's so hidden, and that's why I did it. And they're easily, to put them back on together here very easily. And that's how it looks in the back too. So what I'm going to do first is model this look for you, and then I'll come in and talk about the process, what inspired me, and how I came up with this idea of the Velcro tabs. Oh, I almost forgot. Also, at the end of the video, I will be spinning the wheel for the winner of this Butterick dress pattern. Butterick 5486, these beautiful knit dresses for the summer. But let me model this top 3 ways and tell me which one is your favorite. look was your favorite? I think mine was the wide leg pants. I really love that luxurious look. I like all three. But actually tonight I'm going to be wearing the denim jeans. Let me show you them up close. Going out to dinner. Don't know if it's Italian or sushi, but I'm going to be wearing these hummingbirds. I love the lavender color and the sage that goes with this top. It's perfect. Beautiful. I wanted to show you the top that I saw, this designer inspired top. It's like a tube top with feathers, and I was like, I gotta have it, I gotta make it. I had this Liverpool knit, the sage green color Liverpool knit in my stash from Hobby Lobby, and I decided to make it using Simplicity 9820. And I've made this view, the dress, not as long, but I made a dress, I call it my Maryland dress with feathers from a faux suede fabric. And I'm just using this pattern again, and I added the straps because I just like the look and I like the confidence of having straps. It just, you know, the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is bring you to the cutting table and show you my thought process of how I came up with this idea of detachable feathers on this particular top. I'm going to make a top with this pattern using feathers, and I want to use this view like I made my feather dress, only I'm going to bring it down to the waist and stop and use this Liverpool knit I got at Hobby Lobby. It's like a sage Liverpool knit. And then I have these two choices of feathers that I got on Amazon. This is more of a bone color, and I picked bone ivory, and then this came out, but this looks more peachy, so I think I'm going to go with this one. Now this style has the ribbon, so this is great because this could be just sewn directly onto the fabric, where this is a boa style that I've previously used, and I have to tack it with my sewing machine every inch or two. So I think I'm going to return this one and keep this one. So I got the three main pieces. Piece 3 is the left back, piece 2 is the right back, and then piece 1 is the front. And these two pieces have a center back zipper. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut these out. And I'm going to go past the waist down to the hips, and when I put it on I'll decide how long I want it and I can trim it up. But that's the plan. Now since I'm making this into a top and not a dress, I have to know how long it's going to be, and I have to make all three pieces the same length. So these pieces go under the arms, okay, like in this picture here, all the way around. And then there's this line here that's below the waist, slightly, or above the waist here, it's right under the bust. So I decided to go 9 inches down and draw a line here, and that's where I'm going to cut the fabric. And I did it on all three pieces. So there's the line. So it's 9 inches down from this, and I did it for all three pieces. So that's what I'm going to do, how I'm going to cut the fabric. The top is essentially finished except for the feathers. I added straps because why not? I prefer straps on this, and I did keep the facing inside, had the invisible zip in the back, and you know, I think it's looking good. The hem looks really nice with the serger, and this Liverpool fabric is so easy to work with. It's wonderful. And another step I did that's not in the instructions is I just did some top stitch to hold down the facing and the straps all the way around. So now I have to think about the feathers. I really don't want them to be permanently sewn into this top because it's hard to wash with feathers. You know, I would have to wash except for that. So I think I'm going to do detachable. And I am going to use Velcro. I'm going to use these Velcros. These are like, you can put them in different spots so it doesn't have to go all the way around this garment. So I'm thinking of 5 spots. And I'm just making this stuff up as I go along, okay? So I was thinking 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the front. And then in the back, I put 1 and 2 and then 3. So that'd be 6 in the back, 5 in the front. So we're looking at 11 of these. And I have enough. Now these are stick-on Velcro, not sew-in. And what I did was I stuck the male side up on the front of the top and then the female side up on the feathers. I measured out the spacing. And so now I'm just going to stick them on here and then they can just be peeled off when I'm washing this top. This is supposed to go through the wash okay, I don't know. But I have a whole bunch of this, so if I have to replace them, so be it. And I'm going to do the same for the back, and I'll show you what it looks like. I think it looks great. The feathers are really good here with the Velcro. So I have 1 here, and then 1 at the edge, and then the same on the other side. And in the back, I put the Velcros on at the edge, then at the strap, and then here by the zips. And it works out. I'm so happy with the results. And I'm real excited to wear this. So that was the thought process behind these feathers to make them detachable. So I can wash this top easily and always have the feathers to put on with no problem. I don't have to dry clean anything. I can hand wash the top and then put the feathers on. The other thing is these Velcro peel and stick, I did not keep it as a peel and stick. I actually sewed down the Velcro. I sewed them in a circle because eventually if you keep washing this, the peel and stick might come off, and I was concerned about that, so I did sew them in. And now they're sewn in, the feathers, and they're sewn into the top. But this is the brand, I have black ones now, but this is the brand that I got when it was at Joann's. I haven't checked online. They probably have it on Amazon, and I just have them in my stash. And you know, I just love this top. I can show you up close the pants that I modeled, the wide legs. You've seen this one on my channel. These are the loungewear pants out of this waffle knit I got at Hobby Lobby. And I've worn these wide legs with various tops. They're one of my favorites. Let me show you the pattern here. Simplicity 9857. These are one of my top favorite pants. I'm going to make again. I just got to find some good fabric. And then the Liverpool knit of the top, I also made it in these elastic waistband pants. Very cute. From Vogue 1835. And I've made this set numerous times. Great pattern, easy, comes together so quick. So you're probably wondering, where would I wear a feather top? Like I said, I'm wearing it out tonight for dinner. But where else could you wear it? Well, you can go to an upscale restaurant or a cruise, on vacation. How about a concert or the symphony or an art gallery or a fashion venue, a fashion show, a sewing expo? There's so many places you could wear this top with the feathers, at least I would, and I'm proud and I'm happy and it brings me joy. Now, you know, this is not your everyday wear, I admit that, but it's so nice to have that special statement piece in your wardrobe that you can take out and wear for a special occasion, for fun. It just makes you happy and brings you joy, and that's what I did. And I also wanted to show you another make that I did with detachable feathers, but is completely different. Whereas I made this top and I made the detachable feathers solely for the purpose of cleaning, garment care. This other make, I had detachable feathers for that purpose also, but to wear it two ways, with or without the feathers. And these feathers are slightly different. These are a boa style feathers. These are boa ostrich feathers. I'll put the link in my description box. But this other make, I made a dress. This was a couple of years ago. I call it my Diana Ross dress. She wore feathers. Of course, she was an entertainer. And I wore this dress. This is an ITY knit. Look at this fabulous print. It's like, it looks like a halter, but it's not. It's the raglan sleeve dress on this vintage pattern. Simplicity 9845. And what I did was I made the dress without the sleeves. And I have a video on it. It's called my Diana Ross dress. I'll put the link in the description box. It's a must watch. It's a lot of fun. And I made these detachable feathers, but not with Velcro. I made these with snap tape. See the snap tape here? And these feathers are a little different. These are not a boa style. They have like a satin top to them that you can easily sew on a garment. But if you don't want to sew on a garment and you want them detachable, I put them on snap tape. And the other part of the snap tape is at the hem, okay? At the hem, there you go, is where you would put them in. So you could wear them with or without the feathers. And I've worn them both ways. Also, I didn't want to leave out the Babylon leather bag that I modeled with the Sage Vogue pants. This wonderful cell phone bag. This is a very beginner-friendly bag to make, and I also made it in black. This is all hand-stitched. For new people that don't know, Babylon Leather is a wonderful company that sends you these kits that you can hand-stitch leather bags. They give you a tutorial, they give you all the tools, and you know, I'll be wearing this tonight, and I'm excited about it. So I just wanted to show you that wonderful, wonderful kits from Babylon Leather. The link's in the description box below. And now for subscriber creations. Like I said, we had 2 subscribers that sent in their makes. And the first subscriber is Leslie Hoy. And she wrote me an email. And I like to read your emails here on my channel. I thought I'd share a couple recent makes. My friend Ellen gave me this beautiful linen fabric. I know, I love getting fabric from friends, and my quilt sisters, they're always giving them to me. It's such a joy. And she writes, the pants are Tilly and the Buttons wide leg Sophia pants. Okay, and she says, I narrowed the leg and lengthened them to full length versus crop. Here they are, beautiful. Great job, Leslie. And next, the skirt is a Pattern Emporium coastal slit skirt that my friend Janet told me about. Friends in sewing are the best. You said it, Leslie. Absolutely. That's why I like to get here every Friday to join my sewing friends and just talk sewing and modeling and creating and just getting together. And you sent me your wonderful creations here, and sewing and friends are the best. I totally agree. Thank you for sharing, Leslie. It's wonderful. And now we have Danya. Danya sent me other makes in the past, and she writes, Dear Grace, I'm writing to share my version of Vogue V2004. I purchased this pattern last year and have been waiting for the perfect fabric to pair it with. I love the version the model was wearing and finally found a similar rayon poplin at a local fabric store. Wow, this looks beautiful. It's spot on. Great job, Danya. And I love the venues where you pose with your makes. They're so beautiful. I don't know where you are here, but it's absolutely a stunning area. And you look fabulous as always. Great job on the dress, and thank you for sharing. Leslie and Dania, thank you for being part of Subscriber Creations. It's so wonderful that you sent me your creations here to share with everyone. It's my absolute favorite part of my video. And now we're going to spin the wheel for the winner of this Butterick pattern. Butterick 5486. Last week we had a question. Will you or have you done anything for National Sewing Machine Day? And about, I would say 90% of you said yes, you'll be sewing or shopping, buying fabric, or cleaning your sewing room. I had a lot of comments then. And of course, I was in my sewing room on that day, cleaning it up and cutting out fabric. And if you've been a follower of my channel for the last few years, I've highlighted National Sewing Machine Day annually on June 13th because I think it's very important that we're aware of this holiday. Granted, it's not a federal paid holiday, as it should be, but you know, it's something special for us sewists. And I believe September is National Sewing Month coming up, and that was established back in the 80s, and I'll be talking about that in September. But now, let's go to the wheel and spin for the winner of this wonderful pattern. All right, we had 19 entries this week, so I'm going to shuffle once, shuffle twice, and spin. Let's see who's going to get it this time. And the winner is... Ooh. Okay, it's Michelle Z. Congratulations, Michelle. I'm so excited for you. Wow, Michelle, I'm so thrilled you won. Congratulations. You won this wonderful knit dress pattern. And you know, you've been a subscriber to my channel since the very beginning, and I think you've commented on every single video. And I really appreciate it. So please send me your contact information to sewlovelywithgrace@gmail.com, and I'll ship the pattern out to you as soon as possible. Now, as you may know, I'm traveling this week, so I will not be able to process another question of the week this weekend. I will have to wait till I get back from my vacation, but I will have a video for you next Friday on the 26th. It's going to be a pattern haul, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you tune in for that. And in that video, I'm going to have a question of the week and give away 2 patterns, 2 spins of the wheel, since I missed the 1 week. And I'll be doing that on my live stream on Friday, July 3rd for the June wrap-up. So you will have content through my vacation. So I hope you found this video informative and fun, and most of all, I hope you were so inspired.